Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are on season 3 episode 2 of Fringe. I can't believe how quick we're going through this show. I'm so freaking hyped. The last one showed Olivia trying to escape and find the best option to get back, but it's going to be a struggle. It's definitely going to be in Struggle Town right now, and the fact that faux Olivia's memories have been implanted into our Olivia is really unsettling to me. So, yeah, I guess we dive into another episode and see where it takes us. Without further ado, let's roll that intro and get straight into it. Here we go. Holy Jesus.
What do you think's in it?
Ain't our job to think, it's our job to dig.
Oh, Jesus. Why isn't it affecting him? Is he from the other world? Oh, it's affected all them as well. Okay. Curiosity killed the cat.
I have everything you need for your new identity right here.
Right here, darling.
I've been over here since you went to high school, and I've cultivated a lot of resources. That's your homework. It'll help familiarize you with this world.
So Newton's been around for a long time in this world.
What does he do?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Trying to make chocolate milk. Or rather, I'm trying to make the cow make chocolate milk.
He wants chocolate milk to come directly out the cow? Oh, Gene.
Hey, do you need anything at the market?
No, thank you.
Peter.
That swagger though.
I love this.
Really?
Don't you?
As long as I've known you, I've never heard you express an interest in music. No.
Careful, Olivia. Faux Olivia. I noticed you guys were calling her faux Olivia in the comments.
I guess being over there and meeting another Olivia Dunham's made me think about the way I look at the world.
Oh, don't do that. I mean, it's a good cop-out.
I gotta tell you, it was strange, being with the other you.
Oh, you didn't like the red hair?
Well, I've always preferred blondes.
But she was saying that that was red. It didn't look red.
The more I think about being over there, the less real it seems.
But you still feel real.
But she's not. Peter, she's not.
Dunham.
That cut, though? It's a bit drastic.
Unlock the mystery.
So has anyone located what they were after?
Well, you've got the shape of it.
Unless, of course, this buried treasure had legs of its own. Wouldn't that be delightful?
Any leads on the third man?
You can even see the imprints of it as well. I'm sorry, what?
That sound creeps me out.
Really? I've always found it oddly comforting.
Walter, please.
Walter, your tie.
Tell me it's jam. Oh, thank God. Why do I eat before recording these things? I just don't learn.
I don't think I can do this.
Walter, it's gonna be okay. You look lovely.
Stop it.
Peter, we're set up in my office.
See, that's red hair.
I know that this has been a great loss to you as well.
I want more history between you two. Show, please give me that.
Thus concludes the last will and testament of William Bell. Thank you all for coming.
Nina knows, doesn't she? What is that? What is that? Is he left in the company? Oh, I've got so many questions.
Are you two at Blake's apartment yet?
No, I'm not with Dunham. Who's Blake?
She didn't call you?
No, she didn't.
Olivia would always call. She would always call.
Ross called you.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to babysit, but I knew Walter had a big day today, and if I called, you'd come.
You're not allowed to be this good at being our Olivia. It's not allowed. She can't keep it up for too much longer, I'm sure.
I was just gonna look for the landlord. Maybe you could do another once-over, in case I missed something.
You're gonna check in with Newton?
1200 Remington Place, Cambridge. Bishop and I will be gone in 30 minutes. I need you there then.
It still doesn't explain how whatever was in the box, like the energy, didn't harm the cousin.
Hey. Hey. Walter. Is everything okay?
He's confined in Astrid.
This is from Belle. It's a key to a safety deposit box.
It's no document.
Our Walter can save our Olivia.
How can you tell me to cross the line?
Walter, you saved Peter's life.
Thank you. Can you remind him of that a few times?
Peter has got to understand why you made the choices you made. You've talked to him, haven't you?
Nope.
I've been waiting for the right moment.
Walter, you said you were going to do that days ago. He has got to hear your side of the story.
Astrid and Walter scenes are becoming some of my favourite scenes, guys. I've always enjoyed the back and forth between them, but they've got so much more heart to them now.
You think that music killed these people?
Not music per se.
But a frequency.
We're looking for some kind of deadly music box?
No, it's ultrasonic, so you wouldn't be able to hear it. The frequency is too high.
Silent but deadly. Speaking of which, I'd like to take a step away.
Delightful, Walter.
Oh.
I'm gonna call Broyles. Have him monitor the city for any abnormal ultrasonic activity.
So I wonder if his cousin has like hearing aids, or he has earplugs for sensory issues or something like that. Or he might be hard of hearing. We haven't heard him speak yet.
Yeah, photographic memory. How am I gonna do that?
Is this gonna be Rachel or Ella? Nope.
You don't move unless I tell you to. Got it?
Yeah, he's looking at her lips. He's lip reading, isn't he?
Please, don't hurt me, Mrs. Dunham.
Right, okay.
I was the only one who could save you.
You kidnapped me, Walter. You took me from my family. From my world. I can't talk about this yet, Walter.
Oh my days, this show. This show.
I'm sorry.
Our Olivia would never.
Did I come at a bad time?
Little bit, yeah, a little bit.
I just got out of the shower, so can you just give me a minute? Hey.
Hey. Mind if I come in?
Sure.
Mind if I just use your restroom a minute?
I can't even look the guy in the eye.
Well, you two have been through a lot. You can't expect just to go back to the way it was before overnight. There's always the temporary fix. Distraction.
The thing is, Peter's being honest with her, and surely that's gonna help her to see that he is not a bad guy.
Would you mind keeping an eye on the box while I go to the restroom?
Is there, remuneration?
There you go. I won't be a minute.
Okay.
You just give him $5. Oh, he gave him a bit more. You're like he gave him one singular note.
Astrid.
Broyles.
Well, that can't be a good sign.
We've got 5 more victims, maybe more unaccounted for. All mobile but unresponsive, they're in some kind of trance.
3 minutes?
You ready?
Are you ready, kids? God, it even kills the rats. There it is. Oh my god, I was not expecting that. Holy Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's broke.
I know what this is. It's a piece of the weapon. I recognize it from Walton's blueprint.
Oh, was the head explosion necessary?
It looks like the box was soundproof, but it's broken. I can't close it. I'm gonna try to disarm it.
Oh my god, he did it. Oh. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. They're not messing about on the jump scares in this episode, are they?
You sure this is part of the weapon?
Yeah, it looks just like the parts I saw on the other side. And we know that Walton has agents over here. Maybe they're looking for the missing pieces.
Yeah, the agent is the one you're kissing, my love.
Your quick thinking saved a lot of lives, Dr. Bishop. Good work.
We need more Broyles in our lives, okay? We need him. Are you gonna go to this deposit box?
I know it barely left me.
Oh?
He left me massive damage.
I knew it. I knew that he was going to say that. It was the look in Nina's eye. It's like she knew.
And the soul shareholder.
Because I bet Nina was thinking, I mean, I haven't received paperwork, so I guess we know who got it. He has the prettiest coloured eyes I think I've ever seen. I've never hated anyone more. So there we go, another episode down. Again, what a banger. Like, it's just going to be same old from here on out, isn't it? But faux Olivia has sort of shown me that she's better than what I thought at pretending to be our Olivia, and she seems to be very quick on her feet. I do think, though, there has to be a matter of time before she falls flat on her face. Like, you can't keep up a facade for that long, surely. I don't like what she's just done with, right now we're working on Dr. Bishop, because he needs to be protected at all costs, always. And I feel like Belly knew that. And Belly went to all of this trouble to make sure that he was okay. He died doing that. He's left everything he owns to Walter. He is the owner now of Massive Dynamic. What he does with that, I'm not too sure. But I think only good can come of that. Especially now we know that Belly was a good guy. They did some questionable things. There's no denying that. You can't dispute it. They've owned up to it though as well. Well, Walter has. They know the decisions that they've made early on are ropey at best. I also think that it's not as though it was like malicious in their works. I feel like they allowed the science side of things to take over their brains, and they became like tunneled on discovery. And if his motto is always, if you don't push yourself or push the boundaries, then how will you ever know where the boundary lies? You've always got to keep striving for more type of deal. At least that's the message that I received from that. I should probably go back and find the actual quote. But I'll do that, yeah, I'll do that after when editing probably. Walter has been given all of Massive Dynamic. That to me means that he can cross over if need be, because we know that Belly crossed over. He has the capabilities now of doing the same, because everything that he's discovered now, Walter owns. So there is a chance that our Walter can save our Olivia. The worry is that they don't know she needs saving. That's the issue. they have no reason to go back yet, so they're in no rush. Whereas when it comes to this energy source, this box that they found, that might be the reason to go over to the other side, with something to do with the energy involved. Or maybe they want to send Peter over there to call their bluff, or just to be the bait dangled in front so that they can pounce. I don't know how they're going to go about it yet at all, but the fact I know now that there's a possibility that Walter or whoever can cross over, it's like, oh, thank God. Because I was trying to wrap my brain over how they were going to even save Olivia. Yet I didn't think about Belly being able to cross over prior. So that's on me. I apologize, because it just didn't cross my mind. I was thinking about, you know, the kids that they've experimented on to get over, and then that became void, and then the window that Walter used to cross over. Like there was other options that I thought of, but thinking about how Belly did it in the first place, just, yeah, it didn't cross my mind. So what would be interesting is having Walter in a leadership role, and we know that he gets overwhelmed with a lot of people, or with dynamics that are different to his lab, where he knows where everything is. He's a creature of habit. To go into this massive dynamic, this whole new world basically within the Fringe science, I can see him getting very overwhelmed and not really know how to tackle it. I'd like for him to talk to Peter about it, but don't get me wrong, I love that he's confided in Astrid, because it just solidifies even more so what I already knew, that their friendship is just so solid, so strong. And it was sketchy at first, but I think they both really respect each other, and have grown to a point where they understand how the other person works as well. Like Walter knows how trustworthy and helpful, caring, loyal that Astrid is, and then Astrid understands that Walter is, or can be, quite fragile at times, extremely intelligent, just wanting to be a better person. And Astrid reads all that, and she respects all that, and therefore she tries to comfort him in knowing that as well, because he's the one that kicks himself the most. So even when others give him grief, there's no one giving him more grief than himself. That's the vibe I get, at least. So yeah, I loved that scene, and I don't want to take away from it, but I also would love to have Peter be brought into the loop now and understand a little bit more. The scene where Walter finally talks to Peter made me so emotional, and I feel as though it was cut way too short. I get it, tensions are high, he's not prepared to face the truth or face what he feels is probably excuses from Walter, or Walter's side of things, because I think it's easier for Peter to just say, right, I'm mad at you for stealing me. And that's like, because anger is the easiest of emotions, isn't it? Let's be honest. Whereas truth and forgiveness, those are more tricky to roll with. So hopefully he'll be prepared at some point, and Walter can really share his truth with Peter when Peter is ready to accept it. And I personally think that the more time our Peter spends with Walter, the clearer everything will be. In my opinion, it will. Because he would see the sort of person that Walter is and go, I don't approve of that. I don't want that. Like, what person would I have become if I was around this version of Walter, my dad, from the get-go, you know? So yeah, there's a lot more to dive into, and hopefully we get it when the time is right for them. I do also want to say that I love the dynamic between Olivia and Newton, because Newton sort of toys with the idea, and he is her elder, yet for Olivia just shuts him down instantly and puts him in his place. And I feel as though he admires that trait within her, and he's seen our Olivia, and he knows the sort of person that that she is. So he knows that she's strong, but her weakness is those that she cares about. So this version of Olivia doesn't have those people that she cares about, which creates this very like blunt, aggressive kind of individual, because there's just no care there. It's the best way I can describe it. Words are kind of escaping me right now, but hopefully that makes sense. So Newton also said that he's been around since, or in this world since Olivia was a teenager. So he definitely understands the crossing over, how it affects you and whatnot. I'm just wondering if Newton will get to a point where he wants to shut down Olivia for being quite cocky and arrogant towards him. I'm wondering if he'll do something that he might later regret, or if his loyalty with Walton is just too strong. I still have questions about Sam though as well. Like, we just haven't heard from Sam now, and I think that if his story is just complete, it would be very odd. Also, there was Meghan Markle. What happened with that then? That just kind of disappeared as well. I'm waiting on the moment where Rachel and Ella returns to Olivia's apartment and Olivia has to act all normal around them. Because I feel as though if anyone, other than Peter, because I mean Peter really isn't noticing anything right now, which is so frustrating. But again, he's got a lot going on. There's many a distraction in his life right now. But if anyone else can notice that Olivia isn't our Olivia, is Ella spotting that Aunt Olivia is different. Because kids always pick up on these things. It's always kids. So I would, if it's not Peter, because I swear I've gone through this before in a past outro, I would have wanted it to be Walter. But at this point, I'm thinking Ella would be more satisfying, because I mean, it's family and she's a child. Like I say, they always say that they sense things that others can't. What else with this episode though, before I sign off? I think Broyles being absolutely amazing as always, and comforting Walter, 10 out of 10. And the scenes between Walter and Astrid, again, 10 out of 10. The emotional stuff was rough, and heads and brains exploding, bit much, guys, bit much. Not a fan. So if I was still doing those stars ratings, or like the out of 10 ratings, you'd have lost a point, Fringe, for the jump scares and the head explosions. So gruesome. But again, Newton is on the side of our Walter started this war, and we need to remember that. Maybe observers will come back into it because they'll sense that the other world is infiltrating and it's all getting a bit out of hand. So the observers have to step in, perhaps. I mean, we haven't seen anything of our Olivia in this episode. Last episode was very centered around our Olivia. This one, not a peep. I wonder if that's going to be like a common factor moving forward. It's just blowing my mind that it's still going on, and I'm trying to predict how long this will last. And at first I was thinking maybe an episode or two, and then they'll realise that it's not actually our Olivia and then try and find a way to save her. But I've seen how good she is at blagging it now that I'm thinking it's going to be a bit more than a few episodes, isn't it? Don't tell me that, guys. No spoilers. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a like. Lets me know that you did. Maybe subscribe to my YouTube if you could be so kind. But as always, there's no pressure here. I've got all of these in their extended form over on Patreon. So if that interests you, check it out. It would mean a lot to me. Speaking of Patreon, thank you to all of my members, and a special one to my sponsors in that Mark of Jane tier, keeping the content alive. I love you guys. Thank you for all that you do. And until next time, goodbye for now. And before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the Dat Pack. And today I've chosen DB. DB says on my 223 reaction, it's so revealing how manipulative Walton actually is in his office scene with Peter. He immediately clocks Peter's reaction to Olivia's name and uses it to his advantage. That scene where Peter describes our Olivia to Bolivia and his voice breaks a little is my favourite bit from this finale, other than his reunion with Elizabeth and the kiss. And isn't it amazing how different Peter's chemistry is with both Olivias? I don't remember if I trusted Belle or not. I think I was too busy squeeing over Olivia to care. The thing that I found off was the way that Olivia walked, but I didn't believe it until the tattoo. So first off, you mentioned about Walton and Peter when he speaks about Olivia and talks about her name and then he clocks it. I didn't register that on first watch until obviously the big reveal, and I was like, that's why he looked the way that he looked. But you're completely right. He's extremely manipulative and very focused on revenge and carrying out this war. So I've heard a lot of people call alternate Olivia Folivia, which I quite like, and you call her Bolivia, like B Olivia, I'm assuming, which I also quite enjoy. But I digress. My point being that when Peter met Alt Olivia for the first time, you can see that distance there straight away. Like his eyes are saying, wow, like you look so much like her, but his body language is very much like, I need to remind myself that I don't know this person, so he's more reserved. Obviously I was very happy when our Olivia kiss. I was very, very happy. I think I was just very distracted at the same time because I wanted a lot more passion from Peter. Well, after time, I've come to the conclusion that the dude was going through a lot right there. And now that he's more settled in our world, obviously he believes that Olivia is our Olivia. You can see how much he's given her the heart eyes and wanting to be close to her. And I think that's why I'm finding it even harder, because he's gonna get crushed again because he's being played. And I feel like it's a constant reminder for Peter that all through his life things just aren't what they appear to be on the surface. And I think it's gonna really knock him this when he finds out. And it's gonna be weird for our Olivia thinking about it, because when she returns there's a lot of time missing and she's gonna be thinking, wait, what did you do with old Olivia? Because it wasn't with me. It's gonna be so weird. Like if they actually sleep together, he slept with Olivia before our Olivia. Like it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be very, very weird. So yeah, it was the squeeing over Olivia. It was kind of short-lived, wasn't it? Typical writers there, but at least we got something. At least we got something, and hopefully our Olivia is gonna be okay. I pray. But thank you, DB, for leaving your comment and for watching. As always, I genuinely look forward to reading the comments, and I feel as though the Fringe comments are very entertaining to read. So yeah, I look forward to it again. And don't forget, guys, if you want to see any of your comments at the end of these videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below, and maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.